Welcome to Business News. Well, the excitement continues even beyond the African Drum Festival in Ogun State, as the Naira today firmed to the United States dollar in Lagos, Abuja and Kano at the Bureau de Change segment, following interventions by the Central Bank of Nigeria. A market survey revealed that the Naira, which sold at over 405 to 1 as at Monday this week, recorded a boost, trading between 376 and 378 to the dollar. The local unit is expected to appreciate further as the BDCs receive another tranche of $20,000 purchases from the central bank. And in spite of the modest recoveries recorded in the global economy, leaders of the World Bank and the IMF are calling for more reforms if the current gains are to be sustained. World Bank President Jim Yong Kim and the IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde shared these sentiments at the opening of the 2017 spring meetings of the two institutions holding in Washington, D.C. Our senior correspondent Ronke Raji, who's in Washington, reports.
The past few years have been dominated by discussions bordering on conflicts, climate shocks, refugee crisis and famine across the world. As member countries of the World Bank and IMF gather in Washington for the 2017 spring meetings, however, leaders of the Bretton Woods institutions have some cheering news.
But spring is in the air, and spring is in the economy as well. So we are finally seeing the global economy picking up the momentum that we hope is going to be sustained in the medium and longer term. We are forecasting growth in 2017 at 3.5%. and 2018 at 3.6%. And that's a significant uptick from 2016, which was only at 3.1%.
Much of this growth has been achieved through structural reforms. The message from the two institutions is that these reforms need to be sustained in order to achieve the goal of eradicating extreme poverty in the world by the year 2030.
There's never been a better time to find those win-win solutions. There's trillions of dollars sitting on the sidelines, earning little interest or even negative interest, and investors are looking for better returns. That capital should be mobilized to help us meet the exploding aspirations of people all over the world.
While countries continue to seek ways of improving trade across the board, there is need to pay more attention to the environment, which seems to be at the receiving end of recent advancements in technology.
There are 6 countries that are putting most of the coal-based carbon in the air. And this is China, India, Philippines, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Vietnam. These 6 countries. So if we can change the incentives and change the way that financing for energy works in those 6 countries, we could potentially have a huge impact on how much carbon we put in the air.
Deliberations will continue over the next few days on ways of sustaining the modest growth that has been recorded. But more importantly is the need to ensure that the growth is equitably distributed all over the world. From Washington, D.C., Ronke Raji, reporting for Channels Television News.
While sell-offs in banking and industrial goods stocks dragged the key market indicators south at the close of today's trading, let's join Harriet Agbeyin for a summary of today's transactions.
The third trading session this week ends with a reversal of gains recorded on Wednesday, as the all-share index shed 0.19% due to quick profit-taking amid reduced appetite for stocks by investors. Now, the market's downturn was characterized by losses from 15 losers, mostly bellwethers, including Dangote Cement. The top 3 laggards for the day are 7-Up, Okomo Oil, and Ecobank Transnational Incorporated. On the other hand, African Prudential, Vitafoam and Diamond Bank were ahead of 13 other gainers, up almost 5% apiece. In contrast to Wednesday's volume, today's turnover was lower at 147.88 million shares, traded in 2,578 deals of 836.84 million naira. The most significantly traded equities for the day were Transcorp, Diamond Bank and FCMB. Those are today's trading figures. I'm Harriet Agbeni.
Let's see how some stocks across the globe fared. That's it on Business News Tonight. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Emana Amawe. The news at 10 continues.
Welcome to Sports News. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, has named Blessing Okagbare and 12 others in the provisional squad for the 2017 IAAF World Relays. The competition is scheduled to hold between April the 22nd and the 23rd in Nassau, Bahamas. Athletes picked for the 4x100 meters are Blessing Okagbare, Dominique Duncan, Jennifer Madu, Mersin Tiaobong Pisuko and Stephanie Kalu. And in football, in the Europa League, an extra-time goal scored by Marcus Rashford has taken Manchester United into the semi-finals at the expense of Anderlecht. With the first leg ending 1-1, Henrik Mkhitaryan put United ahead on the night and in the tie with a low drive. Sofiane Hani equalized with a close-range finish before United missed several chances during normal time, but Rashford sent United into the last hour when he finished calmly to seal a 3-2 aggregate win. And that's it on Sports News. It's back to Ijoma with the rest of the news at 10.
Thanks a lot, Charles. The police have shot dead the gunman who shot and killed a police officer and wounded another on the Paris Champs-Élysées this evening. Witnesses said they heard gunshots causing chaos but did not see the shooter. Police say they are not discarding theories that this was an act of terrorism and have begun investigations. And the main news again, Nigeria today hosted leaders of Africa's maritime industry in Abuja, with security of territorial waters taking center stage. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Fonyato. Good night.